We welcome you to this stream between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. I'm Preston Vargas here on a Saturday afternoon as the Toronto Blue Jays take on the Detroit Tigers, two teams that made the postseason last year. And right now, both teams are on the outside looking in through the first month of the season, or first couple months of the season, really, as Detroit is 1.5 games outside of the wild card, while Toronto 2 games out. So this is a big game in terms of positioning for that final wild card spot early on in this season. And of course, this is a part of rivalry week across Major League Baseball, where all the teams will play their biggest rivals, such as like their biggest local rivals. So Yankees, Mets are playing, Dodgers, Angels playing, those kind of rivalries. Mets, Marlins. But we are all set here for this one, as we have Jack Flaherty on the mound, or excuse me, Mason Fluharty on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. Right now with the 2-0 record, he'll go against Casey Mize, who's returning from injury off the 15-day IL. He is 2-2 in his starts. He'll be making his first start since the 28th of April. So we should be all set to go here soon. But this isn't the only game we have today. We will have the Battle of Pennsylvania between the Phillies and Pirates. Of course, this isn't a Paul Skeens start. He'll start tomorrow. But the Phillies starting Christopher Sanchez going against Bubba Chandler. So we'll see what happens to that game. I'll tell you like Casey Mize, his opponent's slugging percentage on the splitter, 175 and 16 strikeouts. That's definitely something to watch out for here, as we will lead into this all day until we get to Sabres Canadiens Game 6. Montreal looking to close out that series tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. So we'll take you up until that with our baseball doubleheader, and we'll have one more game tomorrow as the Red Sox take on the Braves, and the Cavs Pistons Game 7 Sunday. So that's the look at the weekend ahead on the Three's a Crowd channel. So we will take one more break, and we'll be right back after this. All right, we are back, Blue Jays and Tigers. So let's get a look at the starting lineups right now, if we can get them. Okay, here's the starting lineup. Leading off for the Blue Jays, it'll be George Springer, the designated hitter. Yoendrick Pinago is batting second in left field. And batting third, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. playing first base. Kazuma Okamoto batting fourth in the cleanup spot. Dalton Varsho, left fielder, in the 5 spot. Jesus Sanchez in batting sixth in right field. Lennon Sosa playing second, batting seventh. Andres Jimenez batting eighth, playing shortstop, and the catcher Tyler Heineman is batting ninth. And now starting for Detroit, the batting lineup: Kevin McGonagall leading off, batting .288 in a breakout season for him. And Dylan Dingler's the designated hitter. Today, he'll be batting second. Hao Yu Lee will be playing third, batting third. Matt Vierling in cleanup, playing center field today. The All-Star Riley Green, batting .329 this season, one of the leaders in batting average. He'll be batting fifth. Torkelson batting sixth, playing first base. Zach McKinstry batting seventh, playing second base. And Wencel Perez batting eighth, playing right field. And the catcher is Jake Rogers. He'll be batting ninth. So let's take a look at the stats right now. In terms of batting average leaders, Riley Green is fifth with .329. Of course, Ildarmo Vargas leading with .347 in batting average. Right now, in terms of home runs, the leader in this game on the season for home runs is Okamoto. And in terms of on-base percentage, Riley Green's up there as well at .422. Also, Riley Green is second in doubles in the majors. First in the American League in doubles with 14, tied with Taylor Ward. In terms of triples, no one in the top 5. Okay, so we should be all set to go here pretty soon. Like I said, the starting pitchers, Casey Mize for the Tigers. He's returning to the lineup after a stint on the IL. He'll try to bolster the Tigers here, going against Mason Fluharty, who's normally a reliever, but getting the start here. He's 2-0 in decisions this season. Of course, he hasn't pitched more than an inning, so it's basically a bullpen game for the Blue Jays at this point. Which means the ace, Kevin Gausman, will start tomorrow. So we'll see that. We should be all set to go. It's 1:09. First pitch is scheduled for 1:10. So, and the clock hits the top of the minute, and we are all set to go. Of course, the Tigers and Blue Jays, I think they were divisional opponents at one point before the Rays got into the majors. Of course, the storyline with the Tigers all year has been, for maybe the past couple weeks, has been the injury to Tarek Skubal. That's a big thing right now. I heard he's throwing, so that's good news for him. So he could be back pretty soon, or sooner than people thought. Miguel Cabrera hitting his 500th home run against the Blue Jays. Of course, I think Toronto and Detroit are only a few hours drive away across southern Ontario. So rivals from the past playing each other. As it's rivalry week this weekend. This pitcher's still warming up. Of course, Casey Mize, like we said before, back on the mound after an IL stint. So his record 2-0 or 2-2, ERA of 2.90, strikeout rate of 27.3. And we are all set to go. Springer at the plate, and we are underway. First pitch is a strike down low. So, of course, George Springer batting 194 to start the season. Second pitch, swing and miss, strike two. He's definitely struggling this season. That one's outside, down low, 1-2. There we go, the 1-2. Ground foul on the left side. And of course, this year the Blue Jays celebrating their 50th season as a franchise. Started in 1977, playing at the old Exhibition Stadium. 1-2 pitch, ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out of the ball game. George Springer will go down. And looks like Pinago is going to come out onto the plate. Come out to bat right now. He is batting .350. His limited starts, he's only been in the major. Here's the pitch. Misses high. 1-0. Only been in the major since the April 26th. So not that long. He's a rookie. Made his way up to going to 7th of the batting lineup. That one misses outside. They'll be fouled back. 1-1. 24-year-old from Venezuela. And that is a strike two. One, two to Pinago. That's grounded to Mize. It's going to be a tough play, and he won't make it. So Pinago is going to be safe at first. So one out. One out, runner on for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Seventh-year son of Vladimir Guerrero Sr., the legendary Expo and Los Angeles Angel. Batting .288 this season. Superstar in his own right. That misses high. 1-0. Only 2 homers this season for Vladdy Jr. The 1-0 ground foul off his ankle. So he hasn't had an extra, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., not an extra base hit. Hasn't had one in the last 15 games, tied for his career long. And that pitch is Called strike, strike two. Of course, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s last home run coming on all the way back on April 20th as the pitch grounded foul right side on the slider. So, of course, he's only had one hit in the last week. That coming against the Rays back on Tuesday night at home. 1-2. Outside. 2-2 the count. Taking a look from last night, Guerrero popped it up in the third inning of last night's game. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 3-0. Of course, last night the Tigers won that game 3-2. It was nationally televised on Apple TV. Here we go, the 3-2. It's a ground ball to third. Throw to second in time. Throw to first is in time for the double play. Leaving no runners stranded top of the first. We go to the Tigers batting order. Coming up next. All right, we are back. Kevin McGonagall's leading off for the Tigers. Let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the Blue Jays right now. The battery is Heineman, the catcher, and Fluharty, the pitcher. It's going to be a bullpen game for the Blue Jays. Infield looks like this. Guerrero at first, Okamoto at third, Sosa at second, Jimenez at short. Outfield is Sanchez in right, Varsho in center, and Pinago in left. Batting order for the Tigers quickly. McGonagall, Dingler, Lee, Vierling, Green, Torkelson, McKinstry, Perez, and Rogers. Of course, 22 games this season for Fluharty, as we may only see an inning of him today as that pitch is high, ball one. Of course, Kevin McGonagall batting .288 to start the season. The rookie, as that is popped up to third, Okamoto under it, and makes the play. 21-year-old rookie made his debut, made the opening day roster. A lot of people thought he'd be down in AAA to start the season, but he got the call to be on the opening day roster as Dylan Dingler coming into the game. This comes to the plate now as that pitch outside 1-0. Batting 250 this season. Normally the catcher, but getting the day off on defense. He is the designated hitter this afternoon. Grounded foul, 1-1. He went 2 for 3 last night and scored a run. He's got 28 RBI on the season. That pitch down low, 2-1. That's grounded foul on the left side. Count remains at 2-2. Here we go. Fluharty on the mound. 2-2 pitch. Coming up here. And called strike 3. Dingler's not going to challenge that. So 2 away now as we have Haito Lee, 23-year-old rookie from Taiwan. Made his major league debut back on April 17th. In that short time, batting 200, 1 home run. That was hit back on the 26th. 6 total RBI this season. It's not an everyday starter. So it's a strike to start this one off. 0-1. The 0-1 outside, 1-1. The 1-1 to Lee. Swung on and missed on the outside, 1-2. There we go. The 1-2 misses high, 1-2, or 2-2. And that's going to be called strike 3 down the middle. So 3 quick outs. Here we go to the top of the second. No score yet. All right, back underway here. Okamoto at the plate. He's got a 1-2 count. Second one rookies in terms of homers with 10 right now. That one is skied out of play. Signed over from Japan in the offseason. The 1-2 swung on a miss, strike 3 for Okamoto. So that's the first strikeout for Casey Mize in this one. So Dalton Varsho is coming to the plate now. And the first pitch is fouled off. .245 batting average, 5 homers in 45 games this season. On swing and a miss, strike 2. That one is skied into center, and it will be caught by Matt Vierling. 2 away now. So that will bring up Jesus Sanchez, batting .262, 5 homers, 18 RBI. First pitch is fouled. 43 games, .262 batting average, 5 homers, and 18 RBI. And the 0-1 is fouled off. Quickly into an 0-2 hole now. Here's the 0-2. Misses low, 1-2 on the splitter. Here we go, the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off on the splitter. The 1-2, that's swung on and fouled again. The 1-2 pitch to Sanchez fouled off again. One, two. Swung on a miss. Strike 3 to Sanchez. Blue Jays go down in order. We go to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. No score yet in the bottom of the second. Matt Vierling is at the plate. Let's see if we can get a live betting odds right now for same game parlay on this one, as that is gonna be a strike. 2-2 the count. Let's see. Let's get a live same game parlay. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Kevin McGonigal, and George Springer each get a hit. That's a ground ball base hit for the first Tiger hit of the ball game. So Vierling will go to first. Gets the first hit for the Detroit Tigers, and now one of the best players in the league, Riley Green, Oviedo, Florida's own, coming to the plate here. His fourth year with the Tigers, it's been an all-star the past couple years. Arguably one of the Tigers' best players. That's swung on a miss, strike 2. Despite batting .329, only 4 homers on the season for Riley Green. The 0-2 count. Check swing. He got him. So strike 3 for Riley Green. As he's now on a 10-game hitting streak. Oh. I might have gone around. So it looks like John Schneider's coming out to the mound. I think that's going to be it for Fluharty. Like we said, it's going to be a bullpen game for the Blue Jays before Kevin Gausman starts tomorrow. So Fluharty departs 18 pitches, allows the runner. So there is a pitching change right now. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. All right, so at the plate now is Spencer Torkelson. New pitcher in for Toronto, Spencer Miles. An ERA of 300. Tries to pick off Vierling at first. He's a rookie this year, 25-year-old. So that pitch is swung on a miss, strike 1. 21 total innings this season, ERA of 3. Strikeout rate 20%. Because that was Torkelson who had the game-winning RBI last night. Yes, they did walk. Tigers did walk off last night. So that, the 0-2 swung on a missed. Strike 3, Torkelson sits. Oh. Turn volume up. Okay, sorry about that. Blue Jays win 7-2. And we'll see. We'll see if the bats start going for them. Haven't really hit a... The only hit of the game came on an infield hit on the slow grounder. So that pitch is missed 1-0. So McKinstry takes a strike there. That's 1-1. Batting 174 this season. Only appeared in 23 games, though. And Veerling is going to go to second. I think he was caught. Yup, he's caught. And the out is called. That will do it. The inning is over. And we will be back after this. No score yet. We go to the third. Okay, we are back. Casey Mize still on the mound. It's Lennon Sosa at the plate. It's a ground ball to third, and that throws in time. Sosa down to start after 2 pitches. St. Brown Pod, thank you for watching. We'll see if the Tigers can win this one. So Casey Mize, most of the time he does a splitter. Also watch for the 4-seam fastball. That pitch outside, that was the fastball. It's 0-1. To Andres Jimenez, 41 games this season, 250 batting average, 5 homers, 25 RBI. So it's a strike, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. So I'm going to miss strike 2, way outside the zone. And the 1-2 pitch misses low, 2-2. That's going to be a foul on the left side. Count remains at 2-2. Here we go. That is a fly ball to left. And Riley Green's under it. 2 away. So bring up the catcher, Tyler Heineman, to the plate, his 6th year. Batting 155 this season. This catcher once every few days for the Blue Jays. Normal catcher Alejandro Kirk, he's been out since earlier this season. But the good news is that he's set to begin hitting this weekend. So Tyler Heineman and Brandon Valenzuela have been splitting the catching duties for Toronto. Pitch outside, 1-1. And that is popped up. Could be a good one, but Riley Green is there. Gets the fly ball to left. The order is down for the Blue Jays. Tigers due up, coming up next. All right, we are back. So, of course, the Tigers wearing their camouflage hats. Today is Armed Forces Day across Major League Baseball, so both Blue Jays and the Tigers wearing camo uniforms today. Camo hats, at least. And Zach McKinstry back up now. He was at the plate when Matt Verlin was caught stealing, so he'll continue the at-bat here. That one is swung on a miss, strike one. The 0-1. McKinstry puts one into the outfield for a base hit. So it'll be a base hit for McKinstry. So Winsell Perez now up to the plate. 169 batting average. 2 homers, 8 RBI this season. Had the day off last night, but he's back in the lineup tonight. First pitch is fouled off. All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch is outside. 2-1. There's a 2-1. That's fly to left. And it's going to be caught for the second out. Or no, the first out. And Jake Rogers will come to the plate now. 158 batting average this season. He's the every other day catcher, as Dingler is the DH tonight, getting the day off. And that is outside. 1-0. So the leadoff man, McGonagall, is coming up next. Pickoff attempt at first won't go. One-zero pitch. Called strike. Strike one. One. And it's fouled off. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike. Strike three. Rogers won't challenge that. So let's see that. I thought that was outside. Oh, yeah. But so Kevin McGonagall at the plate. That's going to be a base hit ripped to right field. McKinstry wants an extra base and slides into third. Face first and gets there. So the Tigers have runners in the corners. McGonagall buried his 2-game hitless streak and gets on base. Now Dylan Dingler will come to the plate now. Great run there for Zach McKinstry. Hustle into third there for that extra base hit. Now it is Dingler at the plate. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Misses the zone. 2-0. Grounded foul on the third base side, 2-1. A 2-1 pitch on the outside, 3-1. So let's see if AJ Hinch wants to make a lineup change here for Lee. And it's ball 4. And Howie Lee is going to walk out. They're going to send it a pinch hitter. That's true. That's why I thought it was weird that Howie Lee is in the lineup here. But they're going to bring in the pinch hitter. That is Workman. Gage Workman. He's a rookie this year. So, started the third inning, not even an hour played in. AJ Hinch goes to the bench here to try to put this game open. Getting the left-hander in. Made his debut last week in Kansas City. Hit a home run in his first career at-bat. He had a second one on Thursday against the Mets. Went 0 for 4 last night. First pitch for Workman is a curveball and a strike. All right, here we go. The 0-1 swung on a miss, strike 2. And the slow breaking ball to Workman. Normal third baseman for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. He's playing short today. And the sinker. So they'll strand all 3 runners, no run score. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. Go to the 4th coming up. All right, we are back top of the fourth. As Mize back on the mound, we go top of the order. George Springer at the plate. The 0-1. Check swing. And they say it didn't go, so it goes to 1-1. So the Tigers were moving so it looks like Workman's going to play third, but they've been moving their infield around. Gleyber Torres is the pitch here. Is fouled off 1-2. He's been on the injured list for the past couple weeks. So he was eligible to come back on Friday, but they're going to send him out on a rehab assignment. So he might be back in the next week or two. We'll see. So that's a swing and miss, strike 3 for Springer. He goes down on strikes. So Yoendrick Pinago at the plate now. So that pitch is outside. 0-1. Of course, he's starting for Addison Barger, who is normally so he's in left field, as that is a fly ball to center. And Vierling plays it. 2 outs quickly here for the Blue Jays. So Addison Barger is out. Also Nathan Lucas is out. So Jesus Sanchez slots into right field. He's normally the left fielder. As Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is at the plate. He's got a 1-0 count right now. It's popped up. First base side. And the play is made by Torkelson. Blue Jays go down in order. Bottom third coming up. All right, we are back. And Matt Vierling coming to the plate. He's caught stealing back in the second inning, but got on base for the first hit of the ball game. And that pitch is a strike. Oh, one outside. That's a ground ball to second, easily playable for the first out of the bottom of the fourth. First pitch on the is a strike, called strike one. Riley Green at the plate. Went down on strikes his last appearance. Of course, riding a 10-game hitting streak right now. And 2-1. Two-one pitch. Green grounds one to short. The throw is in time. So Green down on. Green goes down, and Torkelson comes to the plate. Talking about the foul poles here at Comerica. That's going to one of the one to shimmy up the foul pole. So that one is 0-1. That one misses 1-1 on the slider. Sorry, if it's almost shimmied up, you'd be going to be sleeping in your own bed tonight. That pitch is 1-2. My Blue Jays fan or a Tigers fan, I'm a fan of neither team. I'm just doing the game. So that's a fly ball to left and into the seats, third base side. So 1-2 pitch for Torkelson. Swung on a miss, strike three. So we will take a break, and we'll be right back. right, we are back. Still no score. We go to the top of the fifth. Now Okamoto at the plate. He fouls it off left side. 1-0. And the 0-1 to Okamoto is a ball. 1-1. Okamoto hits one deep to left and playable for Green. It is caught for the first out of the fifth. That's a fly ball base hit right side. For Dalton Varsho, he gets into second. And there'll be a double for Dalton Varsho. And a strike. 0-1. And a swing and a foul right side. 0-2. Jesus Sanchez at the plate for Toronto right now. One, two. That misses ball 2-2 the count. Two pitch, swung on a miss, strike 3. So 2 gone for the Blue Jays. As Edmundo Sosa at the plate. Already up to 59 pitches for Casey Mize. Who knows how long we will see him in the game after coming off the injured list today. His pitches per inning have gone down a bit as that's popped up. Third base side, a little bit of foul territory, and it is caught. So quick fifth inning here. We will take a break halfway through this one. Still no score. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Still no score. Halfway through this one. This should be a good series. The Cleveland Guardians coming to Detroit. As Zach McKinstry at the plate, bottom of the fifth. That will be fouled off. So they're talking about the NL Central or the AL Central. Right now, the Tigers 3.5 games outside of the race for first place in that division. Cleveland Guardians leading. It's really tight right now between all 5 teams. The Guardians are just 2 games above 500. White Sox a game back. So we'll see what they can do here. Just one hot month for them. It could be them in the postseason. 0-2 misses inside. 1-2. In the AL East right now, the Blue Jays 10 games outside the Tampa Bay Rays, who are leading the division. Right now, second best record in baseball, behind the Atlanta Braves. So that's popped up. Tough play. Okamoto makes it the play barehanded after the bobble and gets the out. What a play for Okamoto there. Tough play there. He gets in the glove, pops out. Then with the reflex, his right hand made the play. So Winslow Perez at the plate. It's the only other game. Take a look at this Okamoto play. I don't know how he made that play. The 0-1 misses high. 1-1. So Spencer Miles still out there for the Blue Jays. And the 1-1 is a ground ball. It's going to be a tough play to third. Throw it first in time for Winslow Perez. 2-away for the Tigers. So the only other game right now that was supposed to start, Royals and Cardinals, that game is delayed right now. As we have Jake Rogers at the plate. No runners on, 2 outs. And that's a strike down the middle. 0-1. And that pitch misses low, 1-1. Of course, when Rogers came up the first time, he decided not to challenge a called strike 3. That was outside, that pitch outside, 2-1. Just a reminder, we have Phillies Pirates Battle of Pennsylvania coverage starting at 4 o'clock right after this one. So don't forget to tune into that. 2-1, swung on a missed. Strike 2 to Rogers. And Miles almost to 50 pitches. I usually go 1, 2, maybe 3 innings as the bulk reliever. And that misses outside, 3-2. So, Yeah, I think this might be it for Spencer Miles. The 3-2. Misses low, ball four. So Jake Rogers will go to first. So McGonigal, he has one hit. The bet 365 odds, that's the odds that the Tigers use. Over, if he gets another hit, plus 105. If he doesn't, minus 145 on the odds. And that's a slicer from McGonigal, but it's foul. Now the 0-1's McGonigal. That misses. But it hits the corner, straight two. So Kevin McGonigal, I ended up picking him up right after the fantasy draft this year in my league. So that goes foul. 0-2. Since the Dynasty League, I decided to keep him. Now the 0-2 misses low. And Rogers will advance to second. So now you got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. So official in there is a wild pitch. So the count is 1-2 with a runner on second for Rogers. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3, and they're gonna McGonigal's going to challenge. All right, and it is a ball. So we play on here in the bottom of the 5th by half an inch. Like they have that with the ABS challenge. So Miles will stay on here. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. That is the 5th inning. Still no score. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back for the 6th coming up. All right, we are back. That's a fly. Oh, the sliding catch there for Riley Green for the first out of the sixth. What a play there.
Now you said you did the anthem last year, but the Blue Jays weren't in town, so you didn't do the Canadian anthem. And they said, "Hey, can you do the Canadian anthem this time around?" And you're like, "Well, I don't know what the Canadian anthem is," but you said you learned it in 4 days.
And that's missing outside. 0-1.
You killed it. You absolutely killed it. Now, for you, I thought this was a great moment. We were just talking before
That
the game.
misses 1-1.
For Mother's Day, your daughter said, "What do you want for Mother's Day?" And you said, "I'm just happy to be here." I mean, that says it all, doesn't it?
Missing outside. 1-1. As Taylor Heineman is at the plate now. And that's popped up and will be caught by McKinstry for the second out.
Appreciate you taking the time, and best of luck to you. Jason, we'll send back up to you.
You know, the greatest part of that as we watch it, Logan, is number one, what a beautiful voice that we were blessed to have here in the ballpark today. And then number two, the smile that Kim gets to have thanks to the caregivers and thanks to all the money that's gone into helping with research and take care of patients. And just a quick
So go
thought,
back top of the order. George Springer at the plate. First pitch outside. 1-0.
people who dedicate their lives to making sure
So Casey Mize, his third time around in the will
there are people out there in our viewing audience
be the third time around in the lineup
and might be having a
that
tough day.
will
Today.
miss.
But you know what?
But nope, that's gonna be foul. 1-1.
I'll be able to do what I love to do in the future as well. What a beautiful soul.
Boy, you think about you, and you said it, all the caregivers, doctors, oncologists.
Check swing,
I mean, they give
and they say he went
the patients
1-2.
and have to put a, live that misery, and see them pass.
And a 1-2 is gonna miss high. 1-2 now.
To work each and every day to work with people that are suffering like that.
Delivering good news and bad news and the whole human condition. 2-2.
2-2. Misses high. 3-2.
Springer. 2 out, bases clear. 3-2 to Springer here in the sixth, and a score
3-2 pitch to Springer.
on the ground.
That's ground to the third. The throw is in time. So inning over, still no score. So Riley Green started off the top of the sixth with a sliding play on the warning track on the third base side. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. We're headed to the bottom of the third now.
What a pitching matchup this has become. Casey Mize right off the injury list has been
So 3.2 innings for Miles. That's a season high in terms of innings pitched for him. 2 hits allowed. So Blue Jays go into the bullpen now. This is Braden Fisher. 22 games this season. First pitch is down low. Stingler is at the plate now. So let's take a look at
Wanted it to with Fluharty and Miles doing a fine job and got everything they could out of Miles.
Braden Fisher.
Over to somebody else.
Pitched last night, 1 inning, no hits allowed. A 2-0. 2-1.
The reverse of that Monday in Boston. Remember, Sonny Gray went out early for the Red Sox. Alex Cora was then the manager. He had to rifle through his bullpen to find
Here we go, the 2-1.
eventually get a win.
Called strike, strike 2. And we have a challenge.
ABS challenge presented by Figer Law. It's either 3-1 or 2-2. It's 3-1.
And it's 3-1. Challenge 1.
Dingler, whether behind or at the plate, nails that and flips this at bat.
You know, that's the amazing thing. I mean, you know, it seems so when you individualized, you know, when you're out there hitting, you know, like you gotta really something to take away from that when you're
Here we go, the 3-1 pitch. Swung on a missed.
where you're going. That's
Count is full at 3-2.
when you're hitting, it's like an individual challenge.
That's a good way to put it. You're working for your pitcher when you're catching, and now this is for him, but it flips the at bat now 3-2. And
It's a ground ball to short.
two bounces
Throw to first in time.
and there's one away. But
So 1 away for the Tigers.
four dealers.
So we're still looking for the first run of the ball game for either team.
Somebody's got to run into something here.
Well, here's the guy. Gage Workman had
And now it's Gage Workman. Came in as a pinch hitter. He's playing third base today. For the rest of this one, that misses high. 1-0. So it's a fly ball left field. And it will hit the netting on the third base side. It'll be foul 1-1.
As currently constituted, there are going to be left on right at bats in the late stages of this series. We'll see if the Tigers can pay it off. The Blue Jays using Fluharty as the opener to try and neutralize the early left-handed at bats, are left with Joe Mantiply as the other left-hander in that bullpen.
1-1. Fouled off. 1-2.
throws just a good
Let's talk about the matchups here.
sliders and curveballs.
So the only other left-hand pitcher that the Jays have in the bullpen is Joe Mantiply. So we'll see if they end up using him.
It's a swing and miss off the slider.
So this is swing and miss. 2 gone for the Tigers.
That game last night with Fisher, and then so far here, that slider just reacts.
Now Matt Vierling will come to the plate.
Finger, you know, the thing just goes straight down.
Had a hit earlier in the ball game.
Showed that last pitch to most people that aren't actual pitchers that throw splitters. I think they'd say splitter.
Yeah, you wouldn't say, well, that was a slider.
Watch it.
The pitch down the middle. 0-1.
Just, yeah, there isn't that break that's going down and into the left-hander. Instead, more that bullet slider that just goes straight down.
0-1 pitch. It's a fly ball deep to left, giving chase. It is gone for the first homer of the game. Matt Vierling puts the Tigers on the board, his third of the season, and the Tigers lead it 1-0. So it took 6 innings, and we finally have something on the board. That's his second hit of the ball game. Got caught stealing, and now he's got a solo homer. As Riley Green is at the plate now. The 0-1 fouled off right side. Let's take a look at this again. Going up in the middle of the plate. Vierling got a good shot on that. A great catch made by the bullpen catcher. That was in the Tigers bullpen, I think. The 0-2. Missing high, 1-2. One two to Riley, ground foul. Let's take a look at that. Bullpen catcher for the Tigers making the play. 1-2. And misses 2-2. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Misses low, gets the count full at 3-2. A 3-2. Riley swings and misses. Strike 3. So the Tigers take the lead in the bottom of the 6th off of Matt Vierling homer. We'll take a break. Last third of the game coming up. All right, we are back.
Activities and terms and conditions to apply. Subscribe by visiting tigers.com/DetroitSportsNet. The bullpen catchers.
So, top of the seventh. Take a look at the bullpen catcher back on April 18th.
Watch him here make a beautiful grab.
That's the same bullpen catcher for the Tigers that made the play just last inning.
He's a catcher for all fields.
He can only warm up when the Tiger pitcher, when the Tigers are at the plate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only, Chris has got to get it the other times. When the Tigers are at the plate, Tim's got to be the guy. Simple as that.
It's an outstanding effort by him, and it's a
All right, here we go. Top of the seventh. Pinago at the plate hits one deep to right, and it's hits the top of the wall and goes out. It's a solo homer, his first career homer for Yoendrick Pinago, and he ties it up at 1 with the first pitch in the top of the seventh. On the first pitch for Hennigan as the Tigers go to the bullpen, or for Finnegan.
Line drive right off the top of that fence out in right field. Just saying, hit the wall, stay in here. Not to be.
instead springs up and out, and we are tied.
So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is at the plate. Gets the grounder to short. Throw to first is in time. So Pinago tied it up. So we have 1 out, 1 away now.
Just see where this ball ends up.
Hit the top of the wall and left the ballpark. And Okamoto hits one deep to right and playable. And plays made by Winsell Perez. So 3 pitches, 2 outs for Finnegan.
Aggressive on Casey Mize, just throwing 71 pitches in his 6 innings of work, and they're just saying it doesn't matter who's out there, we're going to continue to be aggressive.
So Varsho, that is outside, or that's called strike 1 and 1. So yes, that was the first career home run for Yoendrick Pinago. So the count is 1 and 1 here. It's Dalton Varsho. And misses outside 2 and 1.
He had 14 hits coming into the game. Now 16, 2 for 3 today.
Well, that's true. He is 2 for 3 today. And pitch outside 3-1.
Changed this game in a big way.
You're not Finnegan too. I think you're just saying, I'm just going to get a hickey over, split finger, and it just, he's not going to swing. He wants to get an idea of things, and he just ambushed him.
3-1 pitch. Misses ball 4.
2 on walk. Sanchez will come up, and we get a message from Rally House, Michigan.
So 2 away. Blue Jays have a runner on.
Only game going on in Major League Baseball has been a good one. Kansas City and St. Louis were scheduled to go earlier. They've had some rain in the area. Arizona and Colorado getting started as the runner goes.
So runner goes and it's fouled off. 0-1.
Wanted his 4th steal of the year.
So they're still delayed in St. Louis.
Swinging at that
between the Royals and Cardinals. Who knows when that game will start? Just a few moments, about 20 minutes or so, the Diamondbacks and Rockies going to get set. Fouled back. 0-2. Jesus Sanchez. We'll see what he does here. 0 for 2. Struck out twice. See if he makes it 3 here.
Casey Mize, you wonder if there's one in his future here for Kyle Finnegan. And if Varsho might think
The 0-2. Fouled off.
thinking that he's going to get
Count
some
remains.
finger here and might take off again.
See him over there with first base coach Mark Budzinski. He took off on the first pitch. He has not since hit a full sprint to second. There's a throw.
And they'll do a throw to first.
A little bit more lead.
Now the 0-2 to Sanchez. Fouled back.
Well, it's so interesting because you just look at that, and it looked like he shortened his lead up just ever so much too because of the throw over there. But I think he's just saying, I'm going to get a pretty good jump because Finnegan's not going to pick me off again.
Dalton Varsho's still looking to steal second.
I think that one might have been a little bit closer.
Now the 0-2 to Sanchez.
Doesn't run this time.
That's a ground ball to first, and the throw in time to end the inning. Stretch time. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Coming up. All right, we are back. Tie game at 1, bottom 7.
$1 chips and $3 water or fountain drinks. Go to tigers.com/313.
On celebrating Strikeout Cancer Weekend here at Comerica Park.
So Torkelson is coming to the plate now. First pitch
Throws a strike.
is a strike.
Tigers and Blue Jays have traded solo homers in the bottom of the
Tommy Nance now in the game. ERA of 4.05.
Windy baller with the Windy City Thunderbolts at lovely Crestwood, Illinois. Tommy Nance, who was picked up by the Cubs after his time throwing for the Thunderbolts.
Nance been throwing the ball really well over his last 9 games. Has allowed just 1 run.
So 1-1 the count now. Here's the pitch. Swung and missed, strike 2.
Good amount, just kind of like Fisher. Good amount of break
pitch outside. 2-2.
On Torrey, who had the walk-off yesterday.
And 3 balls, 2 strikes here.
Plus today, it's a great crowd for Tigers and Blue Jays, as is normal for this series.
And the crowd is filled in a lot more than a little shower before the game. Kind of scared some people off, but now in the stands.
It's popped up. First base side and going to go into the seats.
Searching for a souvenir that goes pinging off the seat back. And into
Ooh.
there it is. All right. There's a timber moment.
There's a scramble for it by a couple young fans, and someone crashed into the back of one of the seats there.
Pulled that one out of the air. Look at that. Just right, his palm leaning back a little bit. Oh, yeah, nothing to it.
3-2. Swung and missed for Torkelson way outside the zone. That's going to be the first out.
Schedule presented by our friends at Bet365. Tigers have 4 coming up.
So
3 in Baltimore.
tomorrow's game at 1 o'clock Eastern.
And then the White Sox.
As a reminder, we have Phillies Pirates coming up next.
Home of the Rays.
We're going to tune into that.
Reinvigorated for a team that has played outstanding.
As Zach McKinstry is at the plate. First pitch, wild pitch. 1-0.
Just missed. No, but what a homestand, though. I mean, to play the Blue Jays, which again we talked about earlier in the game, the rivalry weekend, but then you have the Guardians, which those games are always so interesting. Just that brand of baseball that they play, they're running like crazy, stealing a lot of bases, just being typical pains like they always are.
The misses
Yeah, it is.
are called strike. 1-1.
Such a way where they're doing it without the necessary power. The water has provided a bunch of it, the rookie.
And called strike. Strike 2.
Well, to lean into pitching and defense, and the defense has not been what the Tigers expected this year. But you see with the deal for Patrick Bateman, what the Guardians are going to rely on, a multi-time Gold Glover behind the plate, who we'll see for the first time.
1-2 pitch.
Guardian.
Fouled off.
McKinstry.
Yeah, just before.
Count remains at 1-2.
One of our favorite players to watch, Jose Ramirez, has yet to get really hot. Although he's running like mad, I think he 18 stolen bases so far.
He's, again, MVP caliber. Ground ball.
It's a grounder to first.
That's a
Oh, the throw is off to the pitcher, Nance.
easy play well off the first base bag.
Well off the first base bag. That's going to be a throwing error.
Tigers, as you said earlier, is on.
And as soon as that ball was hit, I was thinking, this is going to be a tough one because this is a long throw and you've got to hit him right in stride. It's a little bit
So it was on Vladimir Guerrero. You rarely see that.
to get Zach McKinstry on base, and that's what we talk about. Spencer Torkelson all the time. What an art he has at hitting those pitchers when they're covering first base.
Should be a.
Just slightly behind
I think that's going to be an error charge to Guerrero. So Winslow Perez at the plate with a runner at first, 1 out.
Creaking open. For the Blue Jays defense, the second day in a row can pay off for the Tigers. Z-Mac draws a throw. Late home runs have been Winsell Perez's jam this year. McKinstry shut it down.
And McKinstry, that is.
looked like he had aspirations too. He looks like he's got it nice.
So McKinstry at first. He's trying to go to second on the steal. You got a 2-0 count here.
With the left-handed hitting Wenzel.
2-0. Check swing.
Fire on it.
They say went
2-1.
2-1. 2-1 pitch to Perez. Called strike.
Curveball again, 2-2.
2-2.
Action at the plate so far in the sequence. McKinstry shuffles up the bag. He is away.
The 2-2 ground ball to first. Foul.
But he had the right pitch, too. Got that curveball. Got a good jump. Kind of almost vaulted towards second base.
On 2-2 again.
There we go. The 2-2. Popped up.
Popped up. Right at the plate.
Heineman gets there. 2 away. Now Jake Rogers coming to the plate again for the Tigers with 2 away. 0 for 1. He walked his last time up.
Jake Rogers had that real good at bat his last time up. See, you can play a little first to third here. Get Kevin up there again.
And that is a foul. 1-0.
Tigers had that multi-pitcher game yesterday with time at going down. Getting hit by that line drive. Connor Siebold just off the IL.
So Connor Siebold is in the bullpen warming up for the Tigers. Here's the 0-1. And the throw to second. That's in time. Yup. McKinstry caught stealing. So 2 Detroit Tigers caught stealing. So the inning's over. We go to the top of the 8th when we come back. All right, we are back. They're discussing the steal that McKinstry was caught. They definitely missed a blocking up the plate. His foot blocked the bag.
Block the base if you're in the immediate act of fielding the ball, or you have the ball, and they're going to say immediate act there on the block. And so McKinstry goes back to second base to play defense. Leonid Sosa is the hitter, and Connor Siebold.
So Mundo Sosa at the plate now. So we go to the top of the 8th. Connor Siebold in the game in 8 games. Earned a run average of 409 and 11 innings pitched. The 0-1. Ground ball to short. But first in time. for the first out.
If you've been injured in a trucking accident, make Fighter Law your first call. Fighter Law. All we do is win. One down here in the eighth inning. Tigers and Blue Jays tied at 1. We thank you for joining us. Morgan Reed, Dan Patriot, Jason Benetti, our entire marvelous crew. As Padres Jimenez is the batter with one away. The Blue Jays again have been double park all series.
Saw where that one was going. I'm not gonna allow illegal live streams to be put in here. Chopper to short. Throw to first is in time. So Jimenez goes down. Seabold puts both of them down.
There's just no panic at all, is there? Just right over there by second base. Just kind of a nice little hop, and then just calmly keep going to first base. Nothing to it. Didn't take him very long to get comfortable whatsoever.
So Tyler Heineman at the plate. Or wait, nope. It's a pinch hitter. Didn't think that was Heineman. Davis Schneider in the game. Batting 140 in 31 games, 1 homer, 8 RBI. Swing and miss for Snyder, 1-1. So I don't know if he's going to play catcher or not. He's normally a second baseman. And a strike call, but he got a challenge. All right, let's see. That is a strike. Just hit the zone. So call stands. Or wait. So it was overturned. That's swung on a miss, strike 3, and a quick top of the 8th. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back after this. All right, we are back, bottom of the 8th, between the Blue Jays and Tigers, all night up at 1. See if anyone can break the deadlock here.
Perfect for the visiting broadcast. We have a Rogers versus Rogers matchup. Our wall side windows
Now Tyler Rogers at the on the mound now, facing off against Jake Rogers. McGonigal is on deck for Detroit. That swung on a miss. Strike two. 0-2. Slider outside 1-2.
The best word that I can think of for it is hydroplane. You know, like a car on the old plate. And then you get that thing, and it's 84, but it looks like it's 184. And it's one away.
So one away now. Jake Rogers sits down. Also, it looks like they brought in Valenzuela to catch. That one will miss, 1-0. On the slider to McGonigal.
And he has been put on earth to torture right-handed batters. That's how it feels. Now, McGonigal, a lot about him challenging is the side he can't stay. He's not seen this very much. It was a strike. It was a good non-challenge by Cabbage. 1-2.
And 1-2 off the foul. And that's a base hit for McGonigal. Just scrapes the inside of that foul line.
That's twice now in this series. Piñongo has played somebody well enough to either save a hit or a base. It was a hit last night deep in the corner, and here it's a base. I mean, you look at that and you're thinking that's a double play.
So it went down the line on the left field.
Thinking that that ball was going to be hit that way because he got over to that in a hurry. You're thinking, oh, that's a double easy for McGonigal, and held him to that single.
And now it's Dylan Dingler at the plate. Skies it popped to the third base side. Okamoto under it to make the play. And 2 away for Detroit. On with the 8th. So Gage Workman at the plate.
And now Valenzuela is a strong thrower. He's a quality framer. He's a strong thrower. Wonder if McGonigal would think about it. You don't exactly have a fireballer on the mound, but you know he's not Ben Hur to the plate either.
No, and has not given up a stolen base yet this year. Has had one caught stealing. Rogers has.
That's a grounder to second, throw to first in time. As Workman is out, we go to the top of the 9th. Still tied at 1. We'll be right back after this. All right, we are back. Kenley Jansen is on the mound for the Tigers, looking to stop the Blue Jays here from taking a lead. A chance for Detroit to win in the bottom of the ninth. So we have George Springer at the plate once again. First pitch called strike, strike one.
So he threw the 16 pitches you mentioned yesterday and 14 2 days prior to that in New York.
The 0-1. Misses low.
Springer, who did not save last night.
1-1.
Three hitters, Diango, Guerrero, and Okamoto did.
1-1 to Jansen. 1-1 for Jansen is going to miss inside. 2-1.
Springer.
Springer has faced him 4 times in his career. A couple of hits, 2 for 4.
Outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. And 3-1. It's popped up. Third base side. Gage Workman makes the play for the first out.
Yeah, that was. Getting over by that railing, you see Gage Workman taking his eye off the ball. It looked like a couple of times.
So Workman taking his eye off it a couple times trying to look for it, but ends up making the play down the third base line. Now Pinago at the plate. Down the middle. 0-1.
Between Jansen and Diango. Jansen got behind 3-1 on him. Then Diango expanded the zone twice and struck out. 0-1.
1 and nothing in 2 there.
First time in his major league career yesterday and struck out on a cutter near his neck.
I was going to say that cutter that you think is going to sink a little bit, and it doesn't. It's got that high-induced vertical break, and it just holds true plus the movement. Yep.
That's a similar pitch. It was a little bit down. Here it is from last night. Here's the strikeout.
You see how far underneath he is. You just think that ball is just going to drop a little bit more, and it holds true.
Now the count 1-2.
Action it has.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 away now for Toronto. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning.
It's underneath that one. It's almost the same. You can see where his bat goes underneath by a good baseball. You know, I mean, it's just you think it's gonna drop, and it just holds true.
That smile might be. I threw the same thing yesterday. 2 down.
So 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. That one misses high, and it's. I was going to miss 1-0.
Right in a row. Just like to see that Cabana not just out there firing, but actually putting it right where he wants to.
So it goes on the outside, 1-1. And the play to short, diving play, and 1-2-3 inning for Kenley Jansen. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. We'll see if the Tigers can walk it off for the second day in a row. All right, we are back. We go to the bottom of the ninth, where the Tigers walked it off last night. Matt Vierling scored the winning run. So Riley Green is at the plate. We'll see if he can walk it off right here. First pitch. Matt Vierling is at the plate, who had a solo homer to get on the board for the Tigers. That's the only run in the game for them. 1-0. It's a chip grounder to first. The flip underhanded will go. Louis Varland in the game, looking to extend it here for Toronto. So Torkelson had a base hit that scored Vierling to win the game. So Riley Green at the plate, 0 for 3. We'll see if he can get on base or win it with a homer. So a pitch on the outside, or it's going to be called strike 1-1. He has 2 strikeouts and a ground out with a hitting streak on the line. And it was a called strike they're calling, or called ball they're going to challenge. Catcher is, and a strike.
That's that thing with that four-seamer too. Just it looks like it's going to be low, and then just kind of cruises and keeps that holds that weight.
So call overturn, 0-2 count to Riley Green. It's outside, ball 1, 1-2. And the 1-2 way outside. 2-2.
A lot of pitchers have been throwing change-ups to Riley. But he's got that such a good fastball.
It's going to be fouled off once again for Riley Green.
Because if that thing becomes a cement mixer,
And down and in too to Riley. It just seems to me like a lot of pitchers are starting to throw change-ups going down and away from Riley.
Marlon just loves that fastball so
Yes.
much, and rightfully so.
Yeah. I mean, it's averaging 98. I mean, you can just see it.
She's still fouling it off.
Ball gets right back up there. Here you go.
Count is 2-2. Green hits one, and that falls for base hit. Green is aboard. The hitting streak stays alive. So the leadoff runner, Riley Green, putting that one into left field.
Inside out pitch. Yeah, Riley just saying, I'm not trying to do too much. That's what's left in that on base streak. And now it stretches out to 10-game hit streak.
Excuse me.
Get one of those fastballs.
An 11-game hitting streak. Longest active in the majors. Torkelson at the plate.
Torque is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, but none of those matter right now.
Did have the game-winning RBI.
To win it, back-to-back days.
And that is fouled.
Blue Jays have used 6 pitchers today.
Torkelson has 6 game-winning RBI this season. He had the walk-off single last night. Looking to have a repeat performance here. It's fouled off.
Talking about that cement mixer. That one just stayed right there in the middle, didn't it?
His eyes were beach balls. Green at first.
So Green at first. 1-2 count. Pitches in the dirt. 2-2.
It just looks like he's seen that breaking ball pretty good. I mean, he's not flinching at it.
A 2-2. Base hit for Torkelson up the middle. And Green is just going to stay at second. Won't go for third there. So runners on first and second. With one out. So Zach McKinstry at the plate. Runners on first and second. That one misses high in 0-1. Or no, 1-0 to McKinstry. 1 for 3. He had a single and reached on error. He was caught stealing. There's a base hit. Throw to second and is in time. And that's the only runner they'll get. Green advances to third, and the winning runner is there for them with 2 outs. So base hit will do it here. So Colt Keith is going to come into the game here, batting 8th.
On this very field in a similar situation. Colt Keith served up a game-winning hit and then rid the Tigers of all the baby powder in the clubhouse. Thereafter, the celebration was busy, let's say, last month.
So the comeback Cats.
To right field, Colt got the game winner. Jack Caglione wasn't able to make the throw on Riley Green, who is the prospective winning run.
Colt Keith had a situation where he had a hit and Riley Green scored. So that could come into play here on this one.
We know that Colt Keith feels best when he's aggressive on the first pitch. If he sees a first pitch fastball, this game could be over. That's why you don't throw it.
Louis Marlin just gets that ball back, just snatches at it.
That one swung on a miss, strike 2.
Riley Green, 90 feet away, honoring his grandma with those pink cleats, hoping to track him all the way to the plate. Runner goes first. That's a check swing. It's a ball.
And he checks swing. Going to first base. And, okay, they got him at first. So the ground out there, and we go to extra innings. 9 isn't enough. Couldn't find it initially, but ended up finding it in time to get the runner. So we'll take a break. We'll have free baseball coming up next. All right, we are back. Extra innings now. Tyler Holton on the mound for Detroit, and the ghost runner Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is at second with Okamoto at the plate.
And a clip that's unforeseen for the rest of his lineup. So Holt would love to get a strikeout here against the first-year Blue Jay Okamoto, who's been on base 16 straight, but he's 0 for 3 today.
Now the first pitch on the outside, 1-0.
It's all about that cutter and the location for Tyler Holt. You see him try to clip that outside corner, just missed.
It's a ground ball to third. That's
So ground ball to third. The throw to first is in time.
and he gets out number one.
And out number one.
Long throw for Gage.
The strong throw for Gage.
By Tyler Holton and Okamoto trying to hold that ball, and Gage Workman showed off his arm there. Just sets himself straight over the top. Good, nice four-seam fastball over there to just get Okamoto.
One out, Varsho.
So 1 out. Varsho at the plate. Foul back. 0-1.
Right now, Zach Short has entered at second base for McKinstry. It's back-to-back lefties scheduled for Toronto, but Miles Strawn has a bat on deck.
And the pitch on the outside, 1-1.
Lefty pitching. Former Astro Strawn looks like he hit for Sanchez. 1-1 to Varsho.
So 1-1 pitch to Varsho. That is going to be a base hit. Is that enough for Guerrero to score? He goes around. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is in to score, and the Blue Jays take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 10th.
Varsho has swung the bat good in today's game. Lined out the first to double a walk, and then goes down and catches a sinker and just shoots it back up the middle. Nice short swing. Didn't try to do too much.
It's a good short swing there.
This batter, of course, is going to go out with the pinch hitter up Straw just to kind of go over and make sure how to go after him.
Strawn in this season and in his career generally has seen a boatload of fastballs. Over 60% fastball every year in his major league career. Sometimes hovering around 65%, 67% fastball.
And the other thing too that I mean he can fly.
Yes.
So I mean you get a ground ball, I mean it's got to be turned really quick.
And the pitch on the changeup outside, 1-0. Miles Straw is at the plate. The pinch hitter.
Year number 9 in the big leagues for Miles Strawn.
Coming in for Jesus Sanchez. Called strike one.
Tigers in
The
the
Blue Jays have a runner on first, 1 out.
prodigal Dylan Dingler. Strawn hits it in the air to right.
That is
On the move toward the line.
an out to right.
On in the 10th for Toronto.
So 2 gone in the 10th for the Blue Jays.
Sosa sometimes can be a bit of a wild card just in terms of approach, but he did have a massive home run total last year.
I was going to say you got to don't take it lightly because he can pop one out of here.
And a fly ball to left, another base hit. Going to the back of the wall. Throwing it in quickly. Varsho is at third. And a double for Lennon Sosa.
That cutter again is down and in. I know that they like to throw that cutter. You see Jake just set up a little bit outside trying to back door, but he stays down and he just pops it into the bat. Flying down the left field line.
Now Ernie Clement going to come into the game. The final pinch hit opportunity for Toronto. Looking to extend the lead here in the top of the 10th. Takes the ball outside. 1-0. 43 games this season for Ernie Clement. 291 batting average. 2 homers this season. Now the 1-0. Popped up left field. Riley Green is there to make the play. Can the Tigers rally? We go to the bottom of the 10th. 2-1 lead for the Blue Jays. All right, we're back. Bottom of the 10th inning here for Detroit. So Tigers trail 2-1. So Zach Short is the runner at second base now. Louis Varland is still out there. Oh, broken bat for Rogers. Ground ball to Short. Third first in time, so the first pitch gets Rogers out. So quick defensive changes. Pinago moved from left to right. Straw takes the place in left field. Clement will play shortstop now. So the runner on second for Detroit is it's Zach Short. He's a pinch runner, replacing Colt Keith. So McGonigal at the plate, 2 for 4, looking to try to bust this one open here. It's a ground ball first, and 2 down. And Short advances to third, 2 outs. Tigers down to their final out of the ball game here. So Dylan Dingler will come to the plate 0 for 3 with the walk. First pitch outside, or called strike 1. The 0-1 fouled off. Tigers down their last strike. The 0-2 misses high. 1-2. I see that there. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Blue Jays take the second game of this series 2-1 in 10 innings. So the Blue Jays scored twice late after that Matt Vierling homer in the bottom of the 6th. Pinago gets the game-tying homer in the 7th. And it ends Blue Jays 2, Tigers 1 in 10 innings. Join us again. We will be back in less than 20 minutes as the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coverage starts at 4 o'clock Eastern. So thank you for watching this from Three's a Crowd Live. I'm Preston Vargas. We'll see you again next time.